Hi, I'm Stephanie, and welcome to Whispers of the Soul, where angelic guidance, energy healing, and everyday miracles come alive. Each story is a reminder you are held, you are guided, and everything you are seeking already lives within you. As you listen, notice what stirs, what softens, and what feels like a quiet yes within you. Hello, lovies, and welcome to Whispers of the Soul. Angels, energy healings, and everyday miracles. I am so happy you're tuning in. Welcome. I send you, I just beam you so much love, so much light. I have chills right now. So if you're listening, if you found this, just know and receive that wholeheartedly within your entire being. The love and gratitude that I feel and send to you. Just let it envelop your entire being. Yes, wonderful. So I have been racking my brain for some miracle stories to share. And my friend suggested that I tell about when Texas A&M beat Alabama. And we had driven with Alabama people to Alabama, Tuscaloosa, to watch that game. And Johnny somehow pulled off an amazing, amazing game. It was one of the most phenomenal sporting events that I've ever attended. Even today, I'm just shocked. I'll watch reviews of it or replays, and I'm just overwhelmed with emotion. It was such an exciting game to experience with my friend or two friends, technically. It was such an exciting game to experience with two friends. And I don't consider myself having anything to do with that. So we were there. We were cheering very loudly, but we were extremely shocked and just flabbergasted that what was happening on the field was actually happening. So I don't consider that an actual miracle, so to say, even though some Aggies somewhere do. But I remember, so when I was 6 years old, my parents, my brother and I had gone to visit my grandmother in Santa Fe, Texas. And we were living in, I believe, San Diego at the time. And she was not doing well. It was at the end of time, and she passed while we were there, and we had our funeral service. And my brother and I are playing. There's an oak tree. I'm not sure what type of tree. I don't remember those details out front of their house. And my brother and I are climbing trees, tomboy, always climbing. And according to the story, because I truly don't remember this, I was climbing and the branch broke and I fell and landed. I was fine. No big deal. But my brother freaks out and starts running into the house to grab the parents, and they come rushing out. Steph fell out of the tree. She fell out of the tree. She was so high. And they point to the branch that I had grabbed that snapped and broke off in my hand. And it was 20 feet minimum up. And my parents are like, "You okay? Does anything hurt? Like, talk to me. Like, what happened?" And my aunt believes in the woo-woo, if you will, in the mystical, exactly the same that I do. And my mom as well believes, both of them, that my grandmother carried me down back to the earth, that I was able to fall 2 stories, essentially, right? If not higher, and get up and walk away with nothing. No injuries, nothing to affect me long-term, short-term, no sprained ankles, no bruises. I was perfectly fine. It was like I was on a cloud and was just carried down to this earth. And I adore the idea that Grandma King was there and watching out for me and just brought me back here into earth. And whether it was her or other angels, guides, other ancestors, whomever, however, obviously to fall out of a tree like that, I mean, kids are resilient, right? We bounce, but two stories is semi-high. And I just love that story so much because to me, I do believe in ghosts. I do believe in spirits, and I believe that they can have a tangible hold in this world and that we can have the effects of them, such as floating down into the earth. And so I would love to hear your stories. I love the ones of the afterlife when people like have a death experience and they are able to interact with their family, angels, and things like that. I love hearing of the almost death and they see their entire life and they see the light. I love hearing the stories of just mediums. You go and talk to a medium and they tell you, there's a guy over your left shoulder, and they describe your grandpa to a T, and you're just like, what? Or another one was like interesting. Well, we won't go into that. So Share your stories. Let me know. I'd love to share your stories on here if possible, because I love it. I think it gives us hope, everyday miracles, that these things happen. And I will keep considering and pondering other miracles that you may want to hear. So thank you so much for listening to my story about my grandmother and her watching out for me even in death. And I wish you love and light and happiness and joy. And I hope that your day's just a tad brighter and that you find the joy in every moment. So blessings to you. Subscribe, like, share with a friend, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.